I can't believe I'm doing this recap about the Yankees winning a series. Not just winning a series, winning this series. A series which on Friday saw the Yankees blow a lead against Boston. And then Saturday, they almost blew another game. But somehow they came back on Saturday. And then here on Sunday, from pillar to post, a total victory, dominating victory. A little bit of a nervous moment there in the bottom of the fourth, but outside of that, the Yankees were in complete control of this game, and they win the series against the Red Sox. Unfortunately, they do not gain any ground on Baltimore because they beat the Padres today, but we remain a game out of Baltimore for first place in the American League East. Let's break down this game here because it was a total performance today, total dominant performance, offense and pitching. The offense, let's start off with that because it's not that the Yankees, I'm surprised that they got out to a big lead here in this game because they usually do that. It's what happens after the lead that they run into trouble. But the game started off Verdugo, who maybe it's not a surprise, but he plays really well in Boston. He really enjoys, being able to play in front of his old team, his old fans, and he's now considered a villain there. He loves it. Verdugo doubles into center to start off the game, and then you had Aaron Judge continue his great series and his great season. Signaling into right, Verdugo scores. Bronx Bombers up 1-0. He is an amazing baseball. He's been on base 7 consecutive times. That is ridiculous here. How about this Aaron Judge stat? Because we always get a crazy Aaron Judge stat. 300. All right, the last 2 players in baseball history with a 370 batting average, 30 home runs, and 75 RBIs over a 70-game span were Aaron Judge and Joe DiMaggio. Joe DiMaggio did that in 1937, and Aaron Judge did that in 2024. Truly insane stuff. Send the MVP trophy his way unless he gets hurt. We also got to see in this inning the first at-bat. Well, actually, before that, we saw Austin Wells hit a ground rule double into right. That brought Judge to third. So Judge at third, Wells in second. Then we saw the first at-bat for Jazz Chisholm as a New York Yankee. He wore 13, which I love. Sorry, A-Rod, you're never getting that number retired. You sue the front office. You sue the team. This is what happens. You don't get your number retired. People who sue the team do not deserve to have their numbers retired. Anyway, so Verdugo, Chisholm, goes down swinging. He strikes out. He did get a hit today, so Chisholm 1 for 5. Started off 0-2. It looked like he was fitting right into the Yankees, sadly, or what the Yankees have been the last month. But he got a hit. Hopefully, he's able to turn this team around. Hopefully, he gets a big hit pretty soon. But happy to see him get his first hit with the Bronx Bombers. Good to see him get something going here in this game. But anyway, so Chisholm strike. I'm going to Chisholm. Keep confusing that. Chisholm strikes out, and then we had Gleyber Torres, who, speaking of guys who are getting hot, how about Gleyber? With a 2-run single, sharp line drive into center, scores Judge, scores Wells, 3-0 Bronx Bombers, and at this point, you can't believe it. This offense is about to go to have 2 games in a row where they just ball out. Insane stuff. And then we have Rodon on the mound, and Rodon pitched really good today. 1-2-3 in the first inning, 1-2-3 in the second inning, 2 strikeouts in the third inning. He also had some help. Volpe made a nice play in the bottom of the second. Filthy slider on Duran to end the bottom of the third inning. Top of the fourth inning, we get Austin Wells with a single and then move to second on an error by Tyler O'Neill. Good base running there by Wells. We're not used to seeing good base running for the Yankees, so it was nice to see there. Gleyber walks, and then Ben Rice with a sac fly into center. That scores Wells, and just like that, the Yankees are 4-0. You're feeling pretty good about yourself, but then things start to get a little antsy with Rodon. He gives up a home run to Ruff Snyder. He gives up a home run to Wong. Devers hits a triple off the monster. Mound visit. You get nervous. You're like, oh my gosh, oh dear, here we go. Rodon's going to screw this up, just like he always does. But fortunately, this was in what might turn out to be, if things go well, it might turn out to be the biggest inning for Rodon as a Yankee this year. Strikeout of O'Neill. Gonzalez grounds out. Walks Danny Jansen. Strikes out Rafaela. And Rodon gets out of it. That could have been a disastrous inning from Rodon. But fortunately, he calmed down. He pitched well. Again, got a nice changeup there on Gonzalez. Got Rafael to, on O'Neill. And got the ground out to Gonzalez. And then Rafael with a nice strikeout there. Swing strikeout. He got him on the slider. That was huge. We're used to seeing the blow-up inning from Rodon. We didn't get it this time. Excellent job by Carlos. Just felt good there. I don't know. I'm not going to say this is going to turn things around from Rodon. We don't know because he's known to give up some meatballs, and he did in this game. So I'm not saying things are going to turn around, but it was nice to see there. Also want to credit Judge and Soto here. ESPN showed this stat. Judge and Soto's OPS 1.081. Rest of the team 677 OPS. That is the third team entering tonight. That is the third team in the last 60 years with a 400 difference between two players and the rest of the team in OPS. The 2001 and 2002 San Francisco Giants, you can guess who the player was involved with that. None other than Barry Bonds. Then we have the bottom of the fifth inning. 1-2-3 for Rodon. He strikes out Ref Snyder on a beautiful changeup. Sixth inning, he strikes out Rafi Devers, which is rare because no one's able to do that in the Yankees. That was very impressive. And then into the top of the seventh, we had Verdugo rip his second double of the game, and then the fans are starting to boo. Soto walks, Judge walks, bases are loaded, and then Austin Wells with a sac fly into left makes it a 3-run lead for the Yankees. Rodon came out for the seventh, gives up a single to Danny Jansen, and he's pulled out. Great outing from Rodon. Can't complain at all. Final line, 6 1/3, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. Gave the Yankees some length, went deep in the game, and got out of a really tough situation there. That was big. Jake Cousins comes in. A couple big strikeouts, 1 for Smith and 1 for Duran there in the seventh. And then a few more runs for the Yankees in the top of the eighth. You had a double by an error by Gleyber reached on an error. Romy Gonzalez just can't come up with it. Ben Rice doubles, runners on third and second, and then a ground rule double by Oswaldo. And shout out to our guy Aiden, who now works for NY Recaps here, and he says that this is why you can't give up on Oswaldo. Moments like this, he makes you so happy. And yeah, that was a huge moment for Oswaldo. And yeah, I can't give up on Oswaldo. We saw the excellent early start to the season that he had. That was great there. Ground rule double there made it 7-2. And then another run was scored in the top of the ninth. While I was recording this, we had Jazz, top of the ninth inning. Let me just pull it up here. I'm trying to see what the run was. We got a single by Jazz Chisholm, so there was the first hit. Gleyber grounds out Chisholm the second. And then DJ with a sac fly. And that brings home Chisholm. I don't know how Chisholm got there from second. I haven't seen it yet. But run there for the Yankees. That made it 10-2. Or, 8-2. 10 runs. Hits for the Yankees. 8 runs. So amazingly, the Yankees offense shows, as we mentioned, the Yankees offense shows up in 2 consecutive games. Crazy, wild, insane, very blessed, very happy. And again, I'm not going to sit there and say that this is the beginning, the start of something new. But I'm very happy with this performance. I'm very happy with the series. Manufacturing runs, getting runners home, and doing it without the home run. No home runs today. Extremely important for this team. No home runs. They got all their runs the good old-fashioned way. Singles, single, sac fly, double sac fly. No home runs needed. That was big. And then the Rodon performance. That is the blueprint for what this team is going to do. More performances like that throughout the season, and this team is going to be fine. But what a turnaround! What a 48 hours! This is what the delusion of hope. This is what this team does to you. I went from this season's over. This team's got no chance to now. Maybe they got something here. But now things get tough. Tomorrow night, they head to Philadelphia. Couple games against the Phillies. That should be a lot of fun. Phillies, the best team in the National League, best team in all of baseball with their record. Going to be a difficult matchup. I'm hoping it's a World Series preview, but I doubt it right now. But that is going to be a huge test for this Yankee team. They struggled against the Dodgers. How are they going to do against the Phillies? Can they turn that around? Can they show that they belong there? We will see. But overall, you can't be disappointed with this series. Very pleased with this team. Hoping the Chisholm edition is able to, help this team, really launch this team. But great offense today. Solid starting outing. This team's looking good, folks. This team's looking good. That's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to this channel, like to see, make sure you subscribe down below. I'll be back tomorrow. It's Yankees-Phillies, Game 1. See you then. Take care and God bless.